Hello there, lovelies. Thank you and welcome once again to Abinasia's Recipes. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're all doing well by God's grace. In today's video, I'm sharing with you this simple Ghana Kenkey recipe using the India head cornmeal or corn flour. I've realized that a lot of Ghanaians abroad have difficulties when they use this type of corn flour for their kenkey or banku. So in this video, I got you. Let's get right into it. Okay, so before we start everything, I'm going to be soaking my corn husk in hot water or warm water. And then we will single everything out and make sure that it is very well or thoroughly washed. The perfect ratio for making kenkey or Ghana kenkey is having 3 equal parts of your fermented corn dough. I'll then cook 1 part of the corn dough. I'll add enough salt or about 2 tablespoons of salt and then water. This is called the flatter. You have to add your salt at this point and make sure your flatter or your cooked corn dough is very well cooked and very soft. Once this is cooked, we'll be adding this to the 2 part that is uncooked. I'm using my wooden spatula to stir this, into circle motion. Once everything is well combined, I'll be mixing it onto the walls of the pot and then I'll cover it and allow the steam to cook the dough until it is very well cooked. If today is your first time on this channel, hello there and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Kindly subscribe if you have not done so that you can be part of this family. To my amazing returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back to support and also to watch my videos. God bless you. So after covering my dough for the steam to cook it very well, I'm going to mix it again onto the walls of the pot. And at this point, my dough is very well cooked. And it is to my preferred softness, okay? So you want to make sure your flatter or your cooked corn dough is very soft. So now that the flatter is cooked and removed from flame, into a separate bowl, I'm adding the 2 part uncooked corn dough. And then I'll be adding my cooked aflata or my cooked corn dough. And then I'll mix it with my wooden spatula until it cools down before putting my hands in it. You don't want to put your hands in it at this point because the cooked corn dough is hot. So I'll continue mixing with the wooden spatula until I'm comfortable putting my hands in the dough. It's to make sure that there are no lumps and then everything is very well mixed. And do you see how soft the dough is? This is how soft you want the dough to be to achieve a very soft kenkey. My dough is well mixed and lump free. I've also washed and cleaned my corn husk very well. You want to make sure you wash it with hot water. This was specially from Ghana, so I made sure that it is very well washed from any dirt or any residue. So please make sure your corn husk is very well washed because that's what you're going to be using to mold your kenkey. So I'll start by scooping some of the dough into my corn husk and then I'll cover with some of the corn husk as well. And then we'll twist the end and insert it into a hole inside the dough, okay? You can also seal with some of the dough as well. And it's very simple, guys. So we'll do this multiple times and then we'll cook our kenkey. You can follow me on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and here on YouTube Shorts. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate you. Please kindly share this video to your community and also to your friends. So molding your kenkey into the corn husk can be very challenging. Now, I was very lucky to get this husk straight from Ghana. This type of husk is very, very easy. There is also another type that has like a blunt end. And, usually I also struggle with that. So if you're using that for your kenkey, it is the same procedure you're going to be using to mold and also to twist your kenkey. But you just have to be very, very careful with that one. It tends to come out when you insert the ends in, okay? All right. I'm all done molding my kenkey and I'm ready to cook it, guys. Now, before you cook your kenkey, make sure that you have some hot water boiling. You want to start cooking your kenkey with hot water, not cold water. So into my pot, I added in some hot water. It was warm. And then I added in some of the husk at the bottom of the pot to prevent the kenkey from sticking to the pot, okay? And then we'll cover with lots of husk. I didn't want to put any foil or plastic on my kenkey because I like to drink the liquid or the smoothie that comes around the kenkey when it is done, guys. That liquid is an immune booster. So yeah, you want to take advantage of it whenever you're cooking your kenkey. So we'll be cooking this for a good 3 to 4 hours. And then you want to be checking it every 30 to 45 minutes to add more hot water. You have to be consistent with it. You don't want the kenkey to burn, or you don't want the bottom of the kenkey to burn. So every 45 minutes or every 30 to 45 minutes, you want to make sure that you're adding more of the hot water into the pot or onto the kenkey. And then cover it with the husk, cover it with the lid, and allow it to continue boiling or cooking. And guys, when your kenkey is cooking, make sure to get your fish ready, your turkey tail or your tofu ready, and then your vegetables, tomatoes, onion, your scallion, whatever that you're going to be enjoying your kenkey with. Make sure to prep all of that because the kenkey takes a while to cook, 3 to 4 hours. You can also cook this in your pressure cooker for about an hour and a half. You want to make sure that your kenkey is very well cooked, and that's how you're going to achieve the soft kenkey. All right. After a long 3 to 4 hours, my kenkey is finally cooked and ready to be served. So as you can see, I have my fish. My 1,000 is also like the tiny fish. I have my vegetables, my shito, my pepper, my turkey tail, and everything that we enjoy kenkey with, okay? I was craving kenkey so badly. So guys, this is how I enjoyed my kenkey. And the kenkey turned out very, very soft on the inside, and it was so delicious. So yeah, if you live abroad, you can use the India head cornmeal or corn flour to achieve a perfect soft kenkey, a very delicious one, guys. Thank you for your love and support. Thanks for watching until this point, and until I come your way next time, please stay safe and stay blessed. Bye, guys.